Before I start this video, I want to apologize for the lights and if the audio goes a little fuzzy, just because the fan's on and there's no way in hell I'm turning that off because it's way too hot. Let's get started. I can't believe I never told this story. This happened in the 8th grade. I have been graduated for a year now. I don't know how I never told this story. I don't know. I guess I locked it away in my brain because most of it is true, but there's a little part that was definitely a lie that made it kind of worse. You'll see in a minute. Middle school, which most people have a year in their life that they hate. I hated all of the years in middle school. I hated it so much. Those were the years I was bullied the most. Little old shy me. I was very shy and I didn't talk much. I didn't really have any friends because I had friends who were friends with my bullies. So that didn't really help. So I was kind of a loner. So one day for gym, we went to change. And through the whole class, I think we were doing badminton because I remember something. I hated changing in the change room with the girls because, you know, they were all skinny and I was a little bigger. I always needed to be in one of the stalls and none of them had locks and barely any of them had doors. So I snagged one of them after this one girl. Let's call her Haley. So Haley just finished changing in a stall and she just walked out. She was done, I thought. I go in and she had like her shoes, just a pair of her shoes, just her shoes. So I go in, I start changing. I'm like halfway done. She just basically kept telling me, oh, I stole her stall, I'm stealing her stuff, I'm gonna do something. I'm like, okay. So I took her shoes and just tossed them over. And I know for a fact, she was standing, like, so here's the stalls. Then there was a little wall, and here's like the door. I'm trying. The stalls, the one that I was in, the wall. She was where the wall was, so it was a good like 4 feet of like. There's no way that the shoes hit her, so she was just saying, "Oh, they hit me! Oh my God, it hurt me!" Of course, the other popular girls would be on her side, and one of them, there was a lock on the door and then there wasn't. The lock didn't lock properly, but it was pretty much the only working lock that was there. And then one of the girls kicked it open because I was holding it shut because I was scared for my life. Holding it shut, and she kicked it open and the lock broke, and I'm like, oh my God, they're going to kill me. After I was scared for my life, they just made fun of me. And one of the girls punched me in the shoulder. So I was done changing. I wanted to get out of there as fast as I could. I leave, and Haley's friend, let's call her Miranda. So Haley's friend Miranda was waiting by the door outside, knowing I was on my way out. So she's waiting there and I walk out. She punches me in the arm, like right here. And I actually have really sensitive arms. It's weird. I have sensitive wrists and arms up here. Walk over to the bleachers. And I remember this part exactly. We put our stuff, like our binder, pencil cases, whatever, on the bleachers. So there's 2 levels. I usually put my stuff, so it's a seat and then like the floor, so it's lower. I always hid my stuff, so no one can do that, but I didn't this time. Because it was a good day. It was a good bully-free day until this. So I put it just on the seat. So there are 2 levels. Here, the floor, and then another seat, which we can't reach, and we are not allowed to go up on the bleachers while they're closed. Go over to the bleachers, and I'm like, so my binder's here. Where's my book and my pencil case? I look up. They're on the top. Grab on one of the poles from badminton. This is what I remember. Grab onto the poles. And I climb up. And I'm getting yelled at by, like, not the gym teacher. He's nowhere to be found. I get my stuff. I'm standing there because I have to shimmy around other people's stuff. A couple of the mean girls are yelling at me. Just, get the fuck off the bleacher. I'm not supposed to be on the window. I'm trying my best. So I finally climb off. And I notice, oh no, I forgot my clothes in the change room. And they're still in there. At this point, it's like going into a burning building because you don't know if you're gonna come out alive. That it was like that. So I go back into the change room, just as far as the doorway, because they're standing there, locking it, making sure I can't get in there, and I'm trying to push my way through. I'm like, don't be a little bitch. Just get in there, get your stuff, and get out. So I'm like this. I'm pushing my way through. Excuse me. And then Haley, she started pushing me. And at this point, I'm not weepy, cry Kelsey. I am frustrated and I'm getting more angry. And she was getting up right in my face, right here in my face. And if you ever get really close to my face, at least like here, I get triggered, let's say, like, and I just have to back up. She's like this close to my face, just yelling at me, telling like how awful I am, whatever. Like, whatever, I've heard it all. And I push her off. I grab her right here. I don't grab her like this. I at least like here, right? Just place my hand and push her off me. That's it. That's all I did. I grabbed my clothes from her and I walked out. So I'm in my class after gym, I don't know, and the principal pulls me out of class and I'm like, oh no, here we go. He sits me down in his office and says, did you punch Haley? What? I begin to tell him the whole story, and of course doesn't believe me. So after like 15 minutes of him telling me that, oh, you can't punch people, punching violence, I don't tolerate violence, I'm like, I'm not gonna say I didn't do anything. Like, yeah, I pushed her, but like a self-defense kind of push, like really? And I told him everything that she has been doing to me the entire year and all of these other people, and he would just look at me and say, I'll talk to them later. Right now, I'm talking to you. I'm like, at the end of this half-an-hour long discussion, I was suspended. It was an in-school suspension. Did the other girls get punished? No. Did they ever get punished? No. Never. It was always me, or like, oh, leave them alone, or don't say anything to them. It's like, do you think I want to get bullied? So I told my mom, and then I'm like, okay, I want you to listen to the story, then I'm gonna play you the message, and then you tell me what you believe and what's gonna happen. She did, and she did, she did, and said, what are the consequences for them? I said, nothing. They didn't even get pulled in the office, because I was in the office for the rest of the day. My mom just said, well, if you're suspended, you can have the day off. Hell yeah. So I had that day off. And then I went back to school the day after. And I'm sitting at the table. I hear this popular guy say, what was her name? She punched Haley. Not only did she get me suspended for the wrong thing, She told other people about it. So I was mad. The principal saw me in the hall, pulled me aside and said, where were you yesterday? And I said, I was suspended, remember? And he said, it was an in-school suspension. And I said, you didn't tell me or my mom that. And he goes, yeah, I did say it on the message. I'm like, really? Because I listened to it and my mom listened to it. So, like, you didn't say that. You just said you're suspended for a day. So, and he says, look, whatever story you told your mom will not get you out of trouble. I'm like, what are you talking about? Call my mom if you don't believe me. I felt like such a badass. Because I never stand up for myself. I never did that. So he did, and I listened to it all, and I told her, like, did he say in school suspension? She said no. So, bitch point for me. And he said, okay, go to class. So we were pissed at them, pissed off. Yeah, about a year after, like, I got social media, which, whew, another story. I got a message from Haley, and she said, so are you going to apologize for punching me in the face? I said, no. Sorry for the long video, but, you know, it needed to be told. I needed my truth out. That actually gave me a reputation. So whenever someone would say something and I would get frustrated, they would say, whoa, don't punch me in the face now. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this very long, confusing video. I'm gonna go before I get totally washed out. Please give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe, and comment down what you want to see next time.